Hi you guys, how are you all? I hope that you are all doing well. Today is the first day in about a month that I'm really gonna put makeup on my face, which is a bit funny, but I just haven't really been feeling like it. I have some new products to try out, and so I felt kind of inspired today. So I thought we'd do kind of a get ready with me, but also like a mini first impressions and review of the Fitglow Foundation Plus. I was super excited about this launch. I've been kind of following it for a while since it was teased on Fitglow's Instagram. I really am a fan of their concealer, and I also think anytime a brand that like puts skincare first comes out with complexion products, it's always worth a try because there's some like really yummy, wonderful ingredients in here for your skin as well. And I feel like skin focused complexion products always look very skin-like, which is the type of complexion product that I like. A big thank you to Integrity Botanicals for gifting this product to me, as well as some tools which I will show you to actually apply it. I have a code down below as always for Integrity Botanicals, so if you guys need to restock, go check that out. But yeah, I'm really excited to try this, so let's just dive in. It does say on here to like prep your skin with skincare, which I always think is important. I am definitely feeling the effects of cold weather on my skin, so I've been using this really wonderful thick moisturizer from Emma Lewisham. This is their super natural night cream, but I use it during the day sometimes too. Still getting used to sirens being in the background. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So it's a really thick cream, but it feels super wonderful on your skin, and especially if you're having a moment with dry skin, man, it just makes a huge difference. Also, something even thicker if I'm really feeling dry is a little bit of Voileta Skin Food. So those are like my two dry skin fixes. I'm gonna curl my eyelashes really quick because I woke up this morning kind of puffy. I think like I have maybe some allergies or something, and I was sneezing earlier today. My eyes are a little tired looking and pretty puffy, but I always feel like a good curl just makes my face look so much more awake, as you can see. Okay, so let's go in with this foundation. Based on their concealer, I would assume that this is kind of like a medium to full coverage foundation, but I am going to be applying it with the Jenny Patinkin sponge. It says on here to either use a brush or your fingers, but I really like using a sponge to apply foundation. I feel like it gives you kind of like a lighter, glowier look and just works well for my skin. And the nice thing about these Jenny Patinkin ones is that you can use them either dry or damp. It comes with like a big one and then a small one if you like smaller corrective areas. I personally use it damp because again, it gives you like a lighter coverage, but if you use it dry, I think it gives you a slightly fuller coverage, which is nice. So you get some variety in there. And then the foundation itself actually has a doe foot applicator. So theoretically, you could just like go in, dot this all over your face and then blend out with your fingers. I am going to blend off of the back of my hand just because this is like my first time using it, and color match wise I want to make sure it's right. I have the shade 2.5, which I'm pretty pale right now, but I think will be good for springtime on me. And first impressions of the texture, it definitely is reminiscent of their concealer in the sense that it's a little bit thicker as far as foundation goes. Like, you know, it's not a runny foundation. So I'm curious to see how this applies. So I'm just going to take some on my sponge and just kind of press it in. Very pretty kind of glowy finish. I wouldn't say that it's really a finish that I've seen before. It's not exactly velvet and it's not exactly matte, but it's also not dewy. But there's a really pretty kind of like sheen that it gives your skin without it feeling oily. I think the color match I can actually get away with right now. And I'm just doing kind of half of my face with the sponge, and then maybe we'll do the other half with my fingers. We do have a couple little spots that I picked at. So this is definitely a lighter coverage, but it is evening my complexion. And I did anticipate that because of using that sponge. I'm sort of like diffusing any coverage ability that this foundation actually has. I really like kind of like the natural skin finish that this gives my complexion, while also adding on my very, very dry, dull skin some luminosity. And I can feel it on my skin, so I'll be curious to know if it sets. Let's do the other half of my face with my fingers. Definitely getting fuller coverage automatically when I do this. So what's kind of nice is I'm realizing how buildable this is. Like if I wanted to go into areas on this half of my face and kind of like right here, add a little bit more coverage, I can do that. It does feel very light on your skin, almost like in between a cream and a gel, which I really like. And again, really natural skin-like finish. I'm not someone who usually powders, but I think if you don't like kind of like a glow to your skin, if you're really looking for something matte, then you probably want to powder over this. So I'm just gonna kind of like pat over that with my sponge to make sure I don't have any finger marks, but it does blend in quite well with your fingers. But like I said, I definitely was able to kind of build it up and give some more coverage. Kind of handy. This mirror has two parts to it. So it has a far away part and then something that like really zooms up. So I can kind of see what the foundation is doing and sitting on my skin. And it's doing a really good job of not sitting in any pores or fine lines. So I'm gonna kind of like breeze through the rest of my makeup really quick. Just all of the essentials that I brought with me. Ecobrow Brow Gel, which I've been kind of layering this with the Kjaer Weis brow gel, and I've actually really been liking that, but today I'm just gonna do like a very natural brow. So just clear brow gel. I'm gonna put a little bit of concealer underneath my eyes where I'm darkest. This is the Glossier Stretch Concealer. And I really don't feel like I need concealer anywhere besides kind of under my eyes. I think that foundation is doing a good job of just kind of evening my skin tone the way that I like it. So it still looks super natural. There's some variation, some spots poking through, but for the most part, just a really nice even complexion. Just since I woke up a bit puffy, I'm gonna put a little bit of this Westman Atelier stick on my lid. My eyelids don't look quite as puffy. Give a little bit of depth back to them. I'm gonna actually go mascara free. Don't really feel like applying it today, but I'm gonna add some blush, which this is the Kjaer Weis Cream Blush. Again, a dewier product, so I'm curious to see how it lays over the foundation. It's blending really nicely. I do feel like the foundation is set a little bit. I'm not moving it around with my finger when I'm applying this, which is good. I feel like that laid a really nice base for this product because I'm getting much more pigment out of it than I usually would. A little bit of natural highlight, although I don't really need it. I'm getting such a nice shine from this foundation, but just for extra. And then an absolute favorite that I wouldn't travel without, the Rituel de Fille Lip Sheer in Whitethorn. Just kind of blend it out softly. And there, I think I am good to go. So I know with first impression videos, it's always hard because it's like the first time that you're trying a product and you don't know how it's gonna last throughout the day. But like I said, I am really liking how this is sitting on my skin. It just feels like it's very weightless and then extremely skin-like, but adds like a nice blurring effect to pores. Texture that I have is just looking really good underneath it. So I'm really happy with that. I'm gonna wear this all throughout the day and then I'll leave a little update to let you guys know kind of how it lasts, if I felt like I needed a powder with it. Let me know, have you guys tried this yet? I know everyone's a big fan of like the Fitglow Conceal Plus. So this is a really exciting launch. And besides the Kjaer Weis liquid foundation, I usually do have a tough time finding a liquid foundation that I really like. I mostly gravitate towards creams, so I'm really impressed with this. Depending on how it lasts throughout the day and how my skin looks throughout the day, this could be a new staple. So that's really exciting. As I mentioned, I'll have this link down below as well as a code for Integrity Botanicals. I hope you guys are all doing really well. Thank you for getting ready with me today. Let me know any video suggestions you have down in the comments. I want to know what you guys want to see. If you're new to my channel and you enjoyed this, I hope you consider subscribing. If you are not new and you're coming back to watch another video, then thank you so much. It means the world to me and I'm so happy that you came back to watch another video. All right guys, as I said, I hope you all are doing really well and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.